describing the life cycle of the cattle out here and like how they're raised and kind of how their life starts and ends?
Okay. We have approximately 4,500 acres of grazing land, so we run a cow-calf operation. So our cows are out on that range land. They calve out there basically in a fall-winter time. The calves grow till about May. We wean those calves around May, and then they come in here to our feedlot for a short while for weaning. The heifers that we keep to replace our older and not productive cows go back out onto the rangeland. The steers that will go either sold to the MPC or we'll sell them in the video or in a public auction.
Okay, so these are the babies right now.
Yes, these are the babies we just weaned.
Okay.
And so they'll be in here just for about a month, and then they'll either be sold or the ones that we're going to keep, they'll go back out onto the rangeland.
Okay.
So if we keep anything for the meat processing center, we'll keep those in and feed them out.
Right.
And for another 120 days, and then they'll go to the meat processing center.
What percent would you say you keep for the meat processing?
We only keep a small amount at this time. They're trying to up their production of our Cal Poly raised beef. So right now we've only kept 3 or 4 animals per quarter. That fills their 5 labs.
Okay.
Eventually we'd like to get that up to at least 10 animals per quarter to keep them in supply of meat and also to keep them for their classes.
So who usually do you sell the babies to?
In the last few years, our steer calves have been, and some of the heifers have been gone on the Western Video livestock market, and so they've gone all over the place. Last year they ended up going to a grow yard in Nebraska.
Okay. What sort of things does the meat processing center do with the meat that you guys raise?
They try to market it through their plant and also through local markets.
So what kind of do they do? Steaks?
They do everything. So they'll use the complete animal. They even do dog bones. So they'll do box beef, box beef, individual steaks. They'll do everything they can with that animal. So beef jerky and everything, sausage.
Right. So I'm going to get into kind of the controversy here. Okay. What are your views on like grass-fed beef versus feedlot beef?
I personally don't like the taste of grass-fed that much. Now we're going to do a comparison this quarter. I actually have 2 grass-fed heifers and 3 grass-fed steers that were used for the FFA state finals this week, and we'll compare those steaks. They're the same age. They're just heifers. One was completely raised on grass. The other ones we did feed out here with our feedlot ration. So that'll be an interesting comparison. It takes a lot more grass to have a grass-fat animal compared to putting things in a feedlot, and I don't know how we'd be able to feed enough people by having everything grass-fed. Also, they charge quite a bit of money. We ought to be able to market that grass-fed beef for quite a bit of money though. So.
And the Swanton Pacific beef, that is grass-fed, right?
That is, yes.
Okay. So what's something that you would like people to take away from this video about the beef industry? Like pick an issue and kind of just talk about it.
Well, I feel like for our cow-calf, we really concentrate on the range management, improving the rangeland. That's why we use the cows. The cows are basically a byproduct of that land, the soil and the grass that we were trying to improve on. So I think that people need to understand that most of us are really trying to be stewards of the land and do a great job with our raising of our cattle. So I think that's important. Also, I think all of us are really trying to raise a great product that's safe and healthy.
Right.
Not like what the media says.
Yeah. Do you use supplements, antibiotics, and?
No, we do not feed. We do not feed antibiotics. We do not, and then our cattle do not get hormones either.
Okay. So just regular old.
If something is, we basically could be almost certified organic. We just haven't done the certification.
Right.
We do anything that is sick. Of course, we are going to give a shot of antibiotics, and they would just be marketed differently than our certified. There's not a natural, but there is a no hormone treated cattle, which is never over 3, no hormones, no antibiotics, those kind of things. So we already have our own source and age verification program. So these cattle we are audited once a year by the USDA and just for source and age. So.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe just tell me about what kind of feed you give them.
Well, the cows and calves, of course, are just on the rangeland. They rely on the grass that we have. We try to maintain the amount of numbers that our rangeland will support. Our ration that's here, that these cattle are on right now, is just a growing ration. It's primarily hay, a little bit of almond hulls, and a little bit of corn in it.
Okay. I think that'll do it, actually. That's supposed to be super long. Okay, we're done.